Oh shit, my dudes. Hello and welcome to today's video. Today's podcast. Today is Exciterama. You see me using those big words? Exciterama. Oh, for fuck's sake. Alright, so this is a great map, though.
Yeah.
Is your shit recording, my dude?
Yeah, it's recording.
Alright. So, as you guys know, this is our fantastic podcast series. It's one of, I think, our better series that we have. We only have 30 together, but you know what I mean. It's one of my more favorite series that I actually have on the channel. And I gotta say, last week, for our election podcast recap review summary, protestorama, as the cool kids are calling it these days. Oh, for fuck's sake. I'm just gonna get to the point. Last week's podcast, you guys seemed to enjoy it, and so that was fun. I really did like that one. We took it to a more serious note, and it's very fun, very swag. But today's podcast is all about the future. And of course, since Pokemon new game's about to come out as well, that's also very hyped. So we're obviously going to mention our final words of hypeness about it before it comes out. So why don't we start off by talking about Pokemon's hypeness that's happening. And how this week's going to be pretty cool because we're going to go buy the game at the same time, and you're coming over. That's pretty exciting. I'm excited about that. So, typically I guess I'll explain when we play. Typically we play Pokemon, I guess you could say together at the same time, but instead of playing actually together in the same room at the same place, we'll just be playing at our own houses, but we talk on the phone about what's going down. But this year I'm like, my dudes, why don't you come over? So then he's gonna come over, we're actually gonna go buy the games together, and then we're gonna play. It's gonna be super hype. I'm really excited for it. So I guess we'll say, to get to the future of what we're talking about instead of focusing on Pokemon for too long, because that was our podcast a couple weeks ago, I guess, what is 3 things you're hyped about for Pokemon Sunday?
Are we gonna flip real quick? Are we gonna flip flop this too and say 3 things we don't like about the game as well, or?
I mean, we can if you want, sure.
All right. Well, 3 things I like about the game is definitely the diversity in the Pokemon. They just look a lot different this year, and it could be a good or a bad thing. But it just looks different. The typings are different. You got a lot of different move sets. You got a lot of different what's my train of thought? Lots of different moves that do different things, and you also got a lot of different abilities too. So that's unique as well. You wanna go? Want to think of 2 other things?
I mean, I think you said it like compiling 3 things there in general, my dude. But one thing I'm excited about for Pokemon Sun and Moon is Pecky. Just saying. Pecky is better than the most hype Pokemon ever. That'd be very swag. And you know, I don't typically get too excited about Pokemon, like, about a specific one that maybe isn't the starter before the game. But this time I'm less hyped about the starter and more hyped about the bird of the game, which is something that's different. Because, like I said, usually I'm hyped about the starter. Like when it came to Black and White, I was hyped about the starters, and same with X and Y. With this one here, I'm more excited about Pecky in general. And it's going to become a meme Pecky Peck is honestly a meme. Like, I'm not even joking. It's literally a meme. So, my dude, what's your next thing?
My next thing is the region. We are going to play in Alola, is it?
Mm-hmm.
I think. Yeah, Alola.
Yeah.
And it's unique because Alola is based off of Hawaii, which is a very unique culture. Again, I'm using that word, unique.
To use them unique
in
words.
American society. Obviously, it is way out there, but
That's racist.
but you know, it has a bunch of different islands. It's combined all the different generations in Pokemon, and it just makes it a really awesome feature for them to add to their game. And I know they've done cities like that before. They've done Paris, they've done New York, they've done some city in Japan, I think.
Well, all the other ones are based off of part of Japan, yeah.
Yeah. So that is, I think, a cool idea, and they're bringing it back to America for this one.
All I'm saying, Generation 8 of Pokemon, LA, make it happen.
That'd be crazy.
You could be like fucking, you could be in Pokemon gangs and shit. Fucking. Yo, that'd be fucking crazy. All I'm saying, needs to happen. Generation 7, LA, you can be in gangs. For me, I think the second thing is Alolan forms of Pokemon. I think that's pretty cool. Because they took some of the great Pokemon that are already in the game, that everybody loves, and they're all Generation 1, which I think is pretty cool as well, because they're all the original Pokemon. Not all of them, but you know what I mean. And I think that to make them Alolan forms is pretty swag, very mixtape. And I think that it's cool that they sort of took some of these here and changed them up a little bit, so it's sort of like almost new Pokemon in general, but they're all original ones. So it's sort of like, hey, here's something we could have done the first time, but we didn't. Let's make them cool. But most of the Pokemon that are already, that they are making Alolan forms of are pretty cool already. So what is your third thing, Casey?
Now my third thing can be interpreted, and I'm going to bring this up to do the bad side as well. It can be interpreted as good and bad, but I think there are a few, quote, a few changes in the game that are pretty cool and pretty useful for some people who just might be new to the game. For example, there was a feature, and you can test this out in the beta, that after you've seen a Pokemon registered in the Pokedex, I believe, you can tell if you're effective or not against it. Another feature is Z moves and stuff like that, but I'm gonna get into that later.
Alright, so I think for the last thing that I think is cool is that, again, this here can sort of be interpreted as a thing that might not be good as well, is that a lot of things are being changed about the game compared to what they used to be in older games. Again, that could be interpreted as bad if you don't like change in any way in video games, but I think that some of the things they're changing could be good, but they could also be bad. So I think this leads to the fact that instead of going over 3 bad things, or 3 things that we don't like, I think we should go over 1 thing that we don't like. So I'll go first on this one, since you went first on the other one. I'm gonna go off of what Casey had said that could be good or bad, because that was really one that I agree with, is that the whole thing about it telling you which type is what move's effective against a Pokemon. Like, I don't know, I think that's something that personally is gonna help me in battles against Casey. But I still don't like that, because I like the challenge of you having to figure out what moves are going to be effective against a Pokemon. And I think that by taking out a little bit of that element, it makes the game even more easy than it's already sort of become. Because I'm gonna be honest, before playing Generation 6 game for X and Y, I would lose to so many gym leaders. Like, I'm gonna say the gym leaders became a lot easier. Like 100%. I used to lose to so many gym leaders. Like,
how the fuck did you get out of that?
I hit your back tire. Like, it's not even funny. Like, how many times I would lose to gym leaders in games before X and Y. And in X and Y, I only lost to one gym leader the whole way through. And that was that stupid rollerblading bitch.
Okay. Karina? Yo, she was crazy.
She's the only one that I lost to in X and Y. Like, I think that's something that they've already made the games easier in that sense that, you know, you go from... I would go to so many gyms and get bodied in the older games. And still, when I go back and play the older games, I still get bodied. But, like... I mean, you look at it, and they're a lot easier in the gym sense, and then, like, holy shit. And the fact that I think just in general, the game becomes easier. So if you tell me that, you know, like, Leaf Blade is effective against a water type, which obviously that's a more obvious one, but it's used that as an example. Or Razor Leaf, whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah, that is one too. But that's going to be super effective, and then that makes it a lot easier. And I don't like that. I like to have the challenge of me thinking what's effective against it, and then realizing that it's me thinking, and then I don't think. Alright, so now for you, Casey, what's your one thing you don't like?
I'm gonna have to say, and bringing this up once again. Oh, and adding on to Curtis' thing real quick. I feel like there should be like a switch for people who know and want that challenge.
Yeah.
To turn on and off that thing. But so anyway, as I was saying, the thing that I find a little bit bad in this is the Pokemon are kind of branching out into a certain type of a way that just don't make sense. For example, Pecky Peck is a woodpecker, or whatever the fuck it is, and it evolves into a toucan. Now, I don't know if you guys know basic birds, but I'm pretty sure a hummingbird is nowhere near toucan.
Woodpecker?
So... Oh, did I say hummingbird?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did woodpecker.
I mean, here's the thing, like, not to cut you off, but I'm gonna cut you off here. Woodpeckers, there's some big ass woodpeckers. Like, there's one that's like extinct and shit. That shit's like fucking big as fuck. Pause. And like, that shit could totally evolve into a big ass fucking woodpecker, because there's some big ass woodpeckers.
Yo.
My fucking description.
Sounds like a plantation owner. There's some big ass woodpeckers.
That's racist. Anyways. Back to what you were saying.
Oh, and I mean, it's just some of the Pokemon designs, again, don't make sense. There's another one on my mind, but I can't remember.
That fucking battery looking shit?
Not really. I mean,
it's a battery evolving into a bug, my dude.
Yeah, but it's still a bug. I mean...
But it's a battery.
You're going into a whole different species with Pecky Peck.
But it's a battery. It's a fucking piece of plastic with liquids inside of it that fucking give you cancer.
Actually, it's lithium. Anyway, so... Yeah, that was... definitely something we needed to address on that point. One thing we did like and not like. And the next thing that I was going to mention, Curtis, for questions to you. What is your, besides Pecky Peck, favorite Pokemon and looks or whatever? Just the whole
Togedemaru!
generation of Season 7. Yeah.
How'd you not know that, my dude?
Well, I was kind of assuming you would say that. I forgot about that shit.
Yeah, that's like the other most hyped Pokemon, like Red. What else is there besides Pecky Peck and Red Light? I'm literally naming Togedemaru Red Light. I don't give a fuck.
Well, there is the President Pokemon.
Oh yeah. Donald Trump Pokemon. Actually, it's the President-elect Pokemon. Get it right, my dude. Just to be that cunt. Just call it President-elect, just for dang. I might do that. Oh shit. The dank memes are here, my dude. So Friday, guys, I might vlog a little bit if you guys want to see the Pokemon Sun and Hype. I'm really considering buying Pokemon Sun at a later date just to get all the other Pokemon that are in the game.
I mean, you can just go on Wonder Trade.
No, I want to like get all of them. I'm not trying to trade. No, I kind of want to have both games because I want to be able to do another adventure at a random time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I can have that game to restart. Because I don't really want to restart Alpha Sapphire. Even though I'm not going to be playing it after like January when you can transfer. Alright, so these are more Pokemon things that, in any case, we'll discuss later in our own time. Don't really apply to this. But now we're going to talk about the future. The future of our channels. And I guess the direction that we want to go in 2017. But first, to address something. You were talking, you sent me a message earlier about Nick. Alright? Alright?
Yeah.
So please explain this whole Nick thing to everybody of what you sent me.
Yeah. So basically, Nick had came over again without warning. Pause. Staying, just hanging out, and my brother and his friend were playing with some.
The little skinny ass fucking
neighbors.
twig looking motherfucker?
No,
Oh.
the. Never mind. One of his friends.
I know what you mean. I got you. I know who we're talking about.
So, the Bunnelby looking one.
The Bunnelby looking one. Done.
So there are these new neighbors that came across that were neighbors who were kids when I was a kid that are now our neighbors that are grown. I don't know. It's complicated.
The Bunnelby looking one. That's kind of fucked up.
Bro, he had an awesome quote today. I'm not even gonna lie, but so
Bunnelby.
they had daughters and they were playing with them. So
Oh, yeah?
I was talking to Nick and he was like, yeah.
It's Smash.
And I asked him what he was getting for Christmas, and he said, well, I might be getting a Xbox. I'm getting an Xbox One and possibly a PC so I can play some games and maybe do YouTube.
Yo,
and
I hope
like, really, Nick?
Now let me just say real quick. I hope he gets a computer. That's
come?
not a gaming computer, and tries to play games on it.
Oh.
Cause that's what I did. And it fucks your computer up. Like, your computer gets fucking, like, it just fucking rips the butthole open. I'm not even gonna go there. Just fucking fucks the shit out of your computer. Like, it fucking penetrated the shit out of my computer. Anyways. That's what you're saying. He's like, I'm done.
Wait, what?
Back to what you were saying, though.
Oh, I mean, that was it. It was just,
Oh, yeah.
you know, he said that, and I'm confused on the fact why he quit making videos in the first place if he was just going to go back to it in a year.
Now, here's the thing. If you guys don't know, Nick is a cunt. And, I'm just gonna say this right now, blatantly to his face. He's a cunt. But more importantly, the thing about Nick is that he told me before that when he was doing YouTube, he's like, oh, you inspired me to want to do YouTube, oh my god. So, this was like a while ago, and he started off by doing a Pokemon channel. Now, this wasn't like a Pokemon channel where you sit down and play the games. This is a Pokemon channel about the Pokemon. Like, it wasn't like a quality-ass, like, gaming Pokemon channel. This is like, look at this. This is an Ampharos. It Mega Evolves. Let me take fucking 5 weeks to edit this video. That type of channel. And it literally was a 57-second video. So he did this, okay. He had this Pokemon channel. What was it, fucking Human Pokedex or some bullshit?
Yeah.
And then he went to... What?
Of which I then asked him what is Pokedex number 120, and to his reply was, oh, let me check. Here's the Human Pokedex, I mean, you should know.
What is Pokemon 713? If you're a Human Pokedex, like, I don't know this shit.
Pokemon 666, obviously the big one, come on now.
I don't even fucking know the fucking Pokedex numbers of my fucking favorite Pokemon, so how the hell am I supposed to know fucking... Like, my dude, you don't know shit. Either way, along with this whole Human Pokedex thing, he decided to get out of the Human Pokedex game and get into an actual gaming channel last Christmas, around the time when both Casey and himself got a PlayStation 4. Thus, all three of us could play together and stream, and that's even when I really started getting serious more on my channel as well. So, at that, holy shit. So at that time...
Let me just say, also, he got the PlayStation 4 initially to play with us and make videos with us.
Only reason, guys. He didn't get it because he wanted a PlayStation 4 more because it was better than an Xbox, which is why I got it and Casey got it. But no, it wasn't that. It was... Because he's like a real Xbox kid. Like, he's one of your stereotypical Mountain Dew Xbox kids. Like, nothing against Mountain Dew. Like, Mountain Dew swag, but like, this kid is true meat. like
Dorito.
Yeah, he's like that dude that's like, yo, so I had my Doritos and Mountain Dew and bruh swag. No! Oh. You know, that's a meme that whenever we slow down, we just say shit. Slow down terms. Yeah. Yeah, so after this, he decided he was gonna make a second channel, which I don't even remember what that was fucking called.
What was it about?
His channel was the gaming one that he did when we were all gonna game together. What was that shit? Oh, Josh.
Yeah.
So he didn't even come up with a legitimate name. It was just Uh-oh Josh based off of a meme with Casey's brother. Like bruh. Which I don't even get what the whole meme's even about.
Oh, what
Holy
the
shit.
I was gonna say.
Which I don't even get the meme, to be honest. But either way, after that, he decided that he wasn't gonna do that channel anymore. He was gonna go back to doing a Pokemon channel after he decided he was gonna give up playing Pokemon. That's right. My dude. This motherfucker decides, yeah, I'm gonna not play Pokemon anymore. Oh, months later, I'm going back to doing Pokemon videos. Fuck you guys.
I remember you tried to sell, because we went to the mall one day. This is after Christmas. He tried to sell his DS without the serial code number, so I didn't take it for $20. And he sold all of his games, which he would have got more if he had sold those more than the DS. But he sold all of his games, and then, obviously, as Curtis said, a month after, decided to get back into the YouTube game, having only one game, which I believe was Alpha Sapphire.
Also, he had played Fallout, and had said that it was a trash game. That was on his channel, though, when he was not doing Pokemon, of course. He said Battlefield is a bad game, even though it was like one of the best games of 2015. Yeah, so with all these nicknames, he apparently is going to get back into the game once again making videos, and this time without a fantastic offer from either one of us to work with us in videos. Because he's also blocked on PlayStation. Fun fact. But apparently he decided that he wants to get back into making videos. Oh fuck. So it'll be interesting to see if he goes through with that, if he gets a computer to do games on, because that will be very interesting to see, I guess. And I don't know how I feel about that. And if you guys don't know, our race playlist that me and Casey do every week almost was intended for him to be part of.
Correct.
It was a 3-person playlist originally, which I don't even believe he got through the first playlist without quitting out playing.
No, I don't think he did either.
I believe he quit out like game 4, race 4, something like that. And with the amount of times that we have struggled to get both of us together to record it since the beginning of the summer, the chances of getting him to be involved with it too definitely would not have happened. Plus, he can't really commit to recording sessions like we do.
Jody can commit to it.
Suicide?
Yeah, I give my life once to suicide.
You know what else he can't commit to? A long-term relationship. Anyway. Just stop. Stop being a cunt. Yeah, you probably should. Dick. Anyways, so enough with this Nick roast, but this sort of leads into the future of what we're doing. Now, so the chance that Nick convinces us to get back to making videos with him, which he won't. But, that would be a great meme. We should make videos with him just for memes. No, I'm not trying to fucking have stupid shit be said on my channel. I can say enough dumb shit myself. Without having a fucking 9th grade in my name. He's forever a 9th grader in my mind. I don't even care if he's in 10th grade now. He's a 9th grader.
Pedophile. Yo.
For the commitment. Thought Nick doesn't know anything about. Yo, I'm out here just fucking roasting his life. Yeah, we haven't had a good Nick roast in a while. But this whole podcast isn't about Nick roasting. It's about the future of our channel. What do you see doing in our channel in 2017, my dude? We'll get straight to the point now.
I definitely see a lot more games. Now...
More videos?
Speaking of a lot more games... Yeah, more games, more videos.
You smart.
So I heard you were talking about buying Skyrim.
That was? Oh yeah, it was.
Lol. Obviously it's a Bethesda game. You played Fallout before, you loved it.
Second greatest game I ever played. That wasn't a Nintendo game.
If you do end up buying Skyrim, I mean, we could do like a co-op thing. I don't know. Obviously, things to think about in the future, but I definitely do want to make a few Skyrim videos on my channel. Definitely in the future, probably Gran Turismo. I'll buy next year if Curtis is going to buy it as well, and
of course,
do more videos on that. And yeah, so. You know, a lot of new content coming up next year. We got a brand new year of DLCs coming up soon for Rockstar Games. Hopefully, if Red Dead does not take over. And yeah, so.
Do you see yourself getting Red Dead?
Possibly.
That's definitely something
it might
to...
be another GTA situation where I might not buy it for like a year. Or like half a year.
That's definitely something to talk about more is... Because, see, for us guys, of course we like to make videos by ourselves, right? That's what we do. Every week I sit down in my studio for 2 to 3 days and just record a week of videos by myself. But there's
when
something...
he says 2-3 days, he means no sleep, no food, no bathroom breaks, you know.
Sometimes it feels like that. Not even kidding. But it really depends on that. But I really like the content that we make together better. And I'm gonna be honest, I like videos I like watching videos myself that it's 2 people or more in the video. Well, I think not. I like 2 people. I think 2 is a good limit, a good number, whether it's watching or recording. I just like that aspect of 2 people talking in a video. Something that I've liked from when I first... What the fuck? When I first got into watching YouTube videos and making my own videos with the Beyblade videos to what I watch now of gaming videos and vlogs. It's the same thing. I like watching people videos with more than one person in it. And I think that's the same thing. I like recording content with people. And, you know, I will say the most difficult weeks for me on YouTube is the weeks that we don't get to record our videos together. Because I feel like that's an element of my channel that I really like. Is when it's just us here sitting talking about whatever we're talking about. You know, whether it's a more focused in topic like a DLC in GTA or a specific theme in a podcast like this, or just messing around in the game, just talking about random stuff. You know, I like that element in the game and in the video. And I think that's what we gotta look forward to in games is, yes, what can we play by ourselves and what do we want to put between $40 and $60 into buying, typically, for games, unless they're discounted. You know? So of course, what do you want to play by yourself? Because we're not always gonna be able to play together. But what will make good content together? You know? So I think the best way to buy a video game isn't so much sitting and thinking, you know, and being those YouTubers that are like, hey, what's gonna bring views and quality to my channel? Of course you want quality, but, you know, the views and stuff like that, you know, I'm not trying to be Mr. Boss and shit. Just in it for the views. Like, I want something I'm actually going to enjoy to play. And I think that, you know, that's what I do when I get videos and video games is more what will I enjoy and record on my channel. And I think that when we record together, we just put out better content. And I think that looking towards what games can we get, like you said, Gran Turismo, Skyrim, both games that are interesting to get, and even Red Dead is something we can play together, whether or not we decide to buy it, because again, it's down to what do you still want to buy. You know, because we don't have a lot of money like a lot of YouTubers do, that they can go out and just spend hella cash on a game. And if they don't like it, then too bad. You know, we don't have that kind of money. So we gotta be more smart about what we buy.
Too bad.
You know, like a lot of YouTubers that bought PlayStation VR the first day it came out. You know, shit like that. Like, it'd be super lit to get it, but we don't have the money to buy a $600 virtual reality headset. But it's something that I would look into buying at some point. But for myself, I guess we'll go to the future. Now I gotta get to my part of the question more than me just rambling on about what I believe is the best type of video to record. And I think that where I see the future of my channel going is next year I got plans. I wrote down a bunch of stuff on my phone in notes of what I want to do. And I think that I want to try to get to do 2 videos a day. Okay, I think that making it more official 2 videos a day, because lots of times I end up doing 2 a day anyways. If I look at my schedule, what I have for, or had for this week's schedule, most of the days are 2 uploads anyways. So, but getting to be more official with the 2 uploads a day is something that I really want to get to. Also, I think getting to try to do daily vlogs in like a serious thing and not like how I tried to do in the summer. Because I think that next summer, not having to go to school anymore, I will have the ability to vlog more. You know, because I won't be doing so much the same thing every single day. You know? And I think that that could be something that would be cool to do, is do a daily vlog. And that's something I want to do next year as well. But a big thing for me is to get my videos to be more professional level in the sense of editing them and recording them with a capture card instead of streaming everything on Twitch and then just uploading it to YouTube to record, because I don't really like that. That's not the best I think I can do, which is obvious. And I think getting to a gaming computer would be fun. Now, I wrote it down as a goal for 2017, but I'm not sure if that's actually realistic for 2017. You know? Because gaming computers are quite expensive. They're like $1,000. I was talking to Trevon, he said I should try to build one instead. But that's still going to get all the parts and figure out how to do it. And also I have to buy... I'd want to buy a camera to record with and an actual green screen. So there's a couple things that I want to buy there. So that's maybe not something that's super realistic for 2017. But, you know, I think that that would be interesting.
Well, it's a good start that you have all the stuff planned out.
Yeah. I think that that's a good idea. Another thing that I think would be interesting would to try, since we always play Pokemon, well not always, but when we do play Pokemon, it's really fun, we do fun things, right? And I think it would be fun to actually be able to do Pokemon videos. Now, I know there's a lot of bullshit with Nintendo that goes into recording Nintendo videos, video games. But I think that making Pokemon videos would actually be something that would be legitimately fun.
Yeah.
Now, for most people that play Nintendo games, you kind of have to have a second channel to actually play them on. Like, with most people, and I even read it, that you sort of have to have a second channel. Because they want to get, like, most of the money from all of your videos. Like, it's not just Nintendo videos. It's like for all your content. It's really ridiculous. So that's why most of the channels that you see that play Pokemon or any other Nintendo game typically just play Nintendo games on their channel. And it's for those reasons. So I think that it would be interesting to try to do Pokemon. Again, I'm not sure how I necessarily go around that, but about that, not around that. But, you know, I think it'd be something cool to do. And again, I think the last two things maybe are more of a stretch for something that I'd want to do, or realistic for 2017, is Pokemon videos and a gaming computer. But I think that doing daily vlogs and 2 uploads a day. Well, actually, here's the thing: when I do 2 uploads a day, considering the vlog to be one of the uploads of the day, or would the vlog be an extra thing? That'd be another thing I'd have to consider. You know?
Yeah.
Is the vlog considered the second upload, or is there 2 gaming videos and a vlog? Because 3 is about the limit of what you want to upload a day, which I've noticed, in which most YouTubers do as well, is if you are doing daily videos, to not go overfill the sub boxes, Mr. Boss, with like a stream and like 3 videos and vlogs. Like, you don't want to overfill their sub boxes, and that's like a legitimate thing, because most people on YouTube, most viewers, aren't just watching your channel, you know?
Yeah.
So they're gonna want to watch a lot of other channels as well, so you don't want to just like go in there and be like, haha, look at me, bitches, here's a vlog and like 5 gaming videos, which I will admit I used to do when I had like 100 subscribers. And you know, just basic shit. I had 100 subscribers that I was like obsessed with recording videos, and like I didn't really know how to go about it, which I will admit was like a big issue for me in like 2012. Like, I uploaded 100 videos on a week. Like, it was bad. One week, I guess I'll explain the story since we got a couple minutes here before this ends. Since my dad had his knee replaced in the summer of 2012, I had, you know, made sure he could do whatever he had to do, because obviously when you have your knee replaced, it's not the easiest thing. You know about that with your dad having his as well. You know, you can't really just like do all the stuff you normally do. So, you know, I helped him, and I didn't have anything else to do because I was sitting home for like a week and a half, and he was using the TV, so I'm like, what else am I gonna do? So I recorded 100 Beyblade videos in 1 week. Like, these are how the numbers of videos on my channel are so high. It's not what I've done in this year, or like half of last year. It's from like the other like years. Like, in the Beyblade days on this channel, holy shit did I upload a lot. Like, and it was so unorganized and shit. Like, I've gotten so much better on my videos, which obviously if you're not making progress, what's the point? But like, looking back at it. But I'm excited for 2017. I know it's gonna be exciting for both of us. We got some cool things coming up on both of our channels, and we're definitely going to have some good things going forward. So do you have anything else to say, since I've sort of talked for the past fucking 2 hours?
No, I really don't. But,
Alright, sweat. So that's pretty much that. We both have interesting things coming up in our channels in 2017, so make sure you stay looking out for those videos coming up in 2017. We're gonna get Clayton. No, I'm just joking. That's a meme. But no, we got some cool things coming up. I'm excited Of course, every year brings some new games, new memes, and in general, a lot of exciting things. So with that, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video.